cousins, welcome back to Relaxing with Allie. 4:08 p.m. The world in a chariot with the world. So it's like all of a sudden you feel activated. Like all of a sudden you on go mode. The world, the moon, the justice, and the strength. Yeah, the magician and the world. All of a sudden you got new energy or different energy. Or I feel like you figured something out. Like this is like this like being like, I want to go for a drive. And it's like, okay, where? It's like, I don't know. So you either one, sitting still until you figure it out, or two, you just kind of like cruising until you figure out exactly where you're going. Then it's like either you start driving because you know the directions, or you put it in the GPS. But either way, you have a direction. The moon. So fair enough. The Hermit. There's something it's taking place now. This could be at night, or this could be like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Like, you know, when the morning is starting to come in, like the daylight and all of that. The Hermit, the Fool, and the Star. So I feel like there's a new direction that you want to go in. Like I said, all of a sudden it's kind of like everything is just everything, and then you're like, okay, well, let me figure out, where am I going? What am I doing? Now that you know where you're going with the moon, I feel like there is a plan that's in motion, but it's a silent plan. Like, yeah, the Star, it's a silent plan. So I feel like you're keeping it to yourself. Like, only you know exactly what the fuck you're about to do. There's no clues, right? The Sun, there's no clues to pick up on it. It's like I'm hearing gone in 60 seconds. So it doesn't take any time. The moon and the sun. So all of a sudden everything starts working in your favor. You set this plan, you put it in motion, and now it's like you just kind of like cruising along until you figure out what's the next step in the plan, or whatever the fuck. It's like looking at something thinking it's a long shot, but then finding out that there's small steps in between that you can take. It's like that's a big ass jump. And it's like, well, you know, there's like a step stool, a ladder, whatever you need. What's this? It's almost like that was part of the plan, though. Whatever you're going for, there was a possibility of coming up short. However, that was built into the plan too. Just in case something happens by or something gets to the point where it's a long shot. What is the word I'm trying to use? Basically, we thought about that. We was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and do it this way. So, yeah, if something seems like a long shot, it seems like there's a miracle coming in. But the miracle is just the extra. It's like, okay, well, here's an extra little boost if you need it. If something happens by a long shot, like if you go from 0 to 100%, that's a big ass jump, right? That's a long bar. However, if something puts you in the bar in the middle that says, okay, well, get to 50% and then go to the other 50%. Just break it in half. Just do something another way. So it's not so much of a long shot. You can break something down. There's literally a middle ground. Find the middle ground. Damn, it took 5 minutes to get to that point. Okay. In my defense, I didn't drink a lot of water today. I've been kind of busy. Yeah, find the middle ground. On a bar of 0 to 100, there's a 50% mark. There's a halfway mark. Find that mark so that something is not so long of a stretch. The 50% mark is not hard for you at all. That's why you're able to utilize the halfway mark. So when I said before that there's two different ways that you can do something, like, it's the same video. I already did this video. What channel I do it on? What's the name of the video? It's one of these. I literally just did it. What's this? Maybe I didn't post it. Judgment. And the Magician. So a solution that you did not see before with the moon, you didn't see it before with the sun, everything is so clear. The solution is then exposed. So get to the halfway mark with something, whatever that means to you. Break something down. Something, you're going for the long haul with something, so it's taking a long ass time. However, something can be broken down and made a little more easy. So it's not so much pressure. So if you come up short, I'm telling you, this shit was built in a plan. If you come up short, which you might be right now, something seems like a bit, it's like, I'm still not totally ready to do da 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 da. Okay, cool, but there's a halfway mark. Find it. Find the middle ground. Something could be kind of like right up under your nose, but I don't know. Maybe you can feel like it's a lot of pressure, so it's harder for you to break something down right now. The Star and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So you do find the halfway mark. You do find, the death. You do find whatever this is to help it kind of like move along. This give me like temperance energy. Even it's like for 1 foot in, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. On the temperance card is 1 foot in water, 1 foot on land. A balance between the both. And then you see how the world, like, not to take the crazy part out of the card, but you find the middle ground. And then everything, because something seems to be, so that's how you make the impossible possible, because it's actually not impossible. You have everything you need to make something happen. The only thing you need to do is break it down one time. That's it. Break it down one time. So you can break it down a couple times if you want to, depending on you. But all you have to do, if you're in a bit of a rush, break it down once. Meet the 50%. Go to the 50% mark. There's another way for you to do something. Oh, so it's not an alternate current situation. It's A, B, C. It's not A and A pick which one to get to be. No, current situation can be broken down halfway to the next to the end point. The math is definitely mathing. If you're worried about money, you don't have to be. The math definitely mathing on this one. There's an end goal. Break it down. You want to sell something, but you don't have the products. You have the money to start whatever it is, but you don't have the you can't afford to have all the products. Drop ship. That's just one of the ways. That's the halfway mark. The end goal is to sell whatever it is and get the money. Have customers. That's seeming to have, like, just take it, right? That's seeming to be a stretch if you can't afford the products. What's the halfway mark? I can still be in the game, but how can I still be in the game? Dropship is one of the easiest ways. You don't even have to touch the inventory. All you have to do get your own items for personal use. Use those to show it. Market. So go to the halfway point and figure out how to make something work from there. It just got like 50% easier. Because you broke something down to a halfway point. You can still be in the game with something. You can still make this happen. You can still keep the timeline as it is. But you got to break it down one time. And it might be a lot more easy. A lot simpler than you actually. It's like very simplistic actually. But I feel like that's what it is. I feel like this idea is so simplistic it's like, man, I wouldn't even like, why didn't I think of this before? Because you're thinking about you're looking for solutions when you're in high pressure and intense, like highly intensive, intense situations. This is not supposed to be a tense situation. It's supposed to be real cool, calm, and collected. So you're supposed to just be like, it's supposed to be cool. Soon as you relax your mind, especially due to that halfway middle ground, soon as you find that you can relax your mind, soon as you can relax your mind, clarity just keeps on rolling in. The Hermit. Yeah, I feel like you intensely are looking for like solutions and that type of thing. It's like, I can't find it. I'm looking, but I can't find it. But I feel like you finally do once you realize that something can be broken down. There is a stage that you're at right now and you're trying to get to your end goal, but it can be broken down to a halfway point. Some of y'all, it needs to be broken down a little more depending on what you're doing. But for the most part, the general everybody can follow me rule is it can be broken down halfway. The High Priestess and the Death. I'm just up here stalking this girl. I need to go wash and blow dry my hair. I'm just all over the place today. And I'm tripping because this is not where that goes. So you already knew that there was going to be a transformation that took place. You have all three water signs out here. You have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio all out here on top of the same card. with the star and the Wheel of Fortune, you knew, actually it's double Cancer energy, double Pisces energy. You knew, and with the World, that could also be double Scorpio. You knew that something was going to happen this way. You knew that the transformation was going to go exactly how you thought it was going to. Exactly how you saw it. So with the Moon out here, you could have foreshadowed this. Now your ass is applying pressure, point blank. What's this? Cause something is going. It's like you saw some. Man, this like, yo, this gonna go this way. Your intuition tell you it's gonna go this way. It go that way. This gonna happen like this. Happen like that. Okay, well, that ain't no motherfucking coincidence. So, okay, so my intuition tell me I'm about to be lit. Okay, well, cool. That's all there is to it. I'm super LIT. What's this? My intuition said I'm lit. That's what it is then. Point blank, period. The Hangman and the Justice. Yeah, so that means that you already saw whatever this is. You was like, yeah, I already know what I got going on. I'm already knowing what I'm trying to do. So I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, you are absolutely positively correct. Like, you said this gonna happen like this. My dreams is this what it's gonna be. And that's exactly what it is. What's this? The Strength. It's one of them things where it's like you trying to power up. This like that Dragon Ball Z type shit. Like, going Super Saiyan type shit. Because, y'all, look at you see, buddy, like, I feel like you ask for a sign, you get a clear, it's like it's very clear. You get a very clear signal, a very clear, like, sign. You get it, right? It's clear. Then I feel like from there, the Hangman, it must clearly change your perspective, your point of view about something, because then all of a sudden you in a different mind frame, and with the Strength, now you just going. You going off. You going bad. You on your worst behavior. Your best behavior, but it's like your worst bad. Like, you really doing it. Yeah, the devil, I was about to say, it's like you doing, whatever you doing is like, you is like, you on crazy timing with that shit. It's like you could sit there for hours and just hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But with the Empress, I feel like you're creating. And it's like you could sit there and just do that shit for hours. It's like you could sit there for fucking 15 hours straight. It don't even bother you. You just, because you're doing what you want to do. You're doing what you fuck with. You're doing exactly what you said you would be doing. Or you're doing exactly what you want to do. You already saw it working out like this. So now it's just like, yeah, like, I can't stop now just because, like, I got to keep going with it. But yeah, it's exactly how I said this was going to go. And this is happening this way. So I feel like you're immune to distractions now. I feel like you're getting used to whatever it is that's coming in. It could be a lot of something that's coming in, but whatever it is, let's say this is a business and all of a sudden you got a bunch of customers. I feel like you get used to it quickly. Partly because it's like, yeah, well, I already knew it was going to go this way eventually for me. So, yeah. You knew that this would go this way, and it is. Yeah, the Tower. Everything is simply working out the way that your angelic team was like, yo, it's gonna work out. You was like, all right, win. Like, don't even worry about it. Just keep doing what you're doing. It was like, okay. Yeah, and it worked out. And it all worked out. I'll be right back.